How's it going, guys? I'm off limits, TheGirlFromAus. Welcome to a very special vlog. It's a vlog that's a long time coming. I'm very bad at, getting things done right away. If you guys haven't known already, and I'll leave a link in the description, we've actually been featured on the RPM network a couple of weeks ago. And I'm really, really sorry, RPM, that I hadn't got back to you sooner, and just saying the biggest thank you I could ever ask from anyone. There's nothing. Basically, guys, what happened, I applied for an RPM spotlight. I think it was like the 17th of June I sent the email. And I actually got a reply on the 20th of June to say, we're happy to feature you. And I didn't get back to him. And what happened was during that time I was actually working like 7 days a week for so long. And I was absolutely flat out. As you guys know, I dedicate more than 50 hours a week into uploading, editing, and all that sort of thing on YouTube, so it's pretty ridiculous. And during that time, I don't check my junk email, which the email that the RPM sent back to us, saying that they would like to spotlight us, was actually put into, because everything gets put into my junk email until I filter it myself, and I just didn't do that. So it came to the time. It was only about a day before I went to Melbourne that I realised, oh shit, so this is around I think it was like 13th of July. And I was like, oh shit, oh my god, they sent me an email back and I didn't get back to them, and they must think that I'm some asshole that doesn't get back to them. And I'm really, really, really sorry. So while I was in Melbourne, I was just constantly checking my emails because I sent them one back saying, will you please give us a chance? I'm really sorry. This is what happened. This was my situation. Oh, God. So anyway, long story short, they gave us the benefit of the doubt, I guess, and I'm just so grateful to you guys that the door was still open for us to be spotlighted. It was stressing me out because, oh, the whole thing. And because I'm in Australia and they're obviously in America, they wanted the clips that I sent them the next day sort of thing. And so I was up until 11 o'clock at night, which doesn't seem that late, and it isn't lately, because lately I've been going to bed at 1. But yeah, I started recording at 6, and all they needed was 5 minutes worth of footage. I think that's all I sent them. I started recording at 6 and I didn't finish till 11 because I was stressing out. I would look over the other clips that people had done, just the time frame, and they do everything in 2.5 minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the world am I supposed to explain all of this stuff that I want to say? Because how awesome we are here, and in just 2.5 minutes, because you guys know what my vlogs are like. They're 10, sometimes 20 minutes, and it's just oh God. It was the most stressful thing, and I think because I was also stressing, I tried to send it and it wasn't working for starters. My internet was being really shit and it had to be done by this time, otherwise it wouldn't be spotlighted that week. I suppose it would have gone to the next week, but still, yeah. And in the end, it failed uploading. It got to 99% and then my internet shut itself. And then I had to upload it again, thankfully, but it still took something 6 hours for 300 megs. Now that's a record. My clips that I put up, they're about 1 to 2 gig on YouTube when I upload them, and they normally take about 4 to 7 hours, and they're 30 to 40 minute clips. This one was only a 5-minute clip and it took 7 hours. It was ridiculous. Oh my God. Yeah, it was probably one of the most stressing things because, if I don't have time, I don't upload. But I had a deadline and I was just crap, what am I going to do? Either way, it's done now. I'll leave the link in the description, guys, so then you can see our spotlight. I don't know how you guys at RPM edited that, because I really felt like I did an absolutely shocking job. But yeah, you made us look good, guys. Thank you so much. I was sending the emails to the guy saying I'm not happy with it. If you don't think it's good enough, I'll send more footage. But oh my God, no, you guys did an absolutely fantastic job. and I'm really, really happy with how you've done it all. I just thank you so much. If you guys do go over there, don't be disheartened by all the dislikes. That's just what happens on a spotlight. I was kind of expecting it, to be honest, because if you look back on some of the other girls, normally the girls that get a lot more hate for some reason. They normally have a lot more dislikes and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just one of those things. But I will say this, I don't normally look at the likes and dislikes, I look at the comments. And to this day, I'm pretty sure that there isn't one negative comment. And I think that in itself is something to be really, really proud of, guys. I think that speaks so much louder in the sense that we must be doing something right if no one can say a bad thing about it. I mean, it's easy enough to do a dislike, everybody does that, you know. But to actually not saying anything negative, I think we are on the right path here. I think that, we've got something good going here, and I mean that in a community feel sort of thing. So it's really fantastic. It's really fantastic. I'm really stoked about that. I'm going to explain myself a little bit more, because since then, obviously, we've gained a whole lot of new people. I can't quite put the number on because it just keeps growing, and so many messages of people saying, hey, how are you? I found you from RPM. So hello. Don't think of me as weird. That probably didn't help me. Anyway, so I'm going to sort of explain myself a bit more and say a few more things that were kind of missed out of the RPM spotlight, because I did a lot of cutting. Again, I don't know how you guys did it. It's amazing. But I started uploading back in September 2012 because a friend of mine gifted me a game through Steam, what he called a strategy adventure game. And he gave me the instructions to record the gameplay as well as myself playing it. And I was like, oh, okay then. And I thought that was so then I wouldn't cheat or something like that in the game, because I totally don't cheat. Never. So I did that. And I uploaded a few I think it was 3 very crude episodes. They don't look as fancy as what my layout is now. Anyway, turns out that game was, Amnesia. And my commentary is absolutely terrible, because I was only doing it for him and a few other friends that I have that were on Kingdoms of Camelot, because I showed them to him. Because there was one in one of the episodes, a door flings open. I'm just like I didn't jump or anything. I was just like, it was really funny. So I didn't really want to return to Amnesia. I wasn't a gaming type. I've only really played The Sims, Minecraft, Harry Potter, and Age of Empires. Really sheltered games, I guess you could say. Nothing adventurous. I never liked buying new games because it's kind of stingy. I've never really had money, and I still don't have money. We'll get to that later. And all that sort of thing. So I'm the kind of person that judges a game by its cover. Tragically, I used to be one of those people. Oh, sorry, Henry. Sort of skipping out here. Anyway, so I never bought games, and I just stuck to what I had, and what I had was Harry Potter and Sims and Minecraft. Minecraft I've wasted so much of my life on. Anyway, moving on from there. So my friends told me to keep uploading. They wanted to keep watching me play, so I was like, okay. Anyway, Amnesia Part 6. It was one of the scariest episodes. It's absolutely nothing now, but there was actually a part there where I nearly passed out. The adrenaline got so much for me, and I was crapping myself so much that my brain went into the fuzzies, and you can't tell that I'm going through this, but I swear to God, I nearly passed out, and I've passed out a few times in my life from various things. So it's sort of oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. So I showed a couple of my other friends in real life, and from there, one of them actually suggested that I play another game, and that was Spec Ops. And in the meantime, I was playing Dead Island for one of my Kingdoms of Camelot friends. So I started doing various series. Anyway, so he suggested Spec Ops. I was like, oh, okay then. So I bought that. An amazing game, by the way. I thought that was... It's still pretty up there for me, because it was definitely a game where I felt like, what the fuck? You know, like I looked at myself really harshly in the decisions that I made from that. Like, the decisions that you have to make anyway, but, you know, like, anyway. So, yeah. So it started sort of snowballing from there with starting all these games and all this sort of thing. And in the meantime, like, my editing started to get better. I was like creating more fancy backgrounds and stuff like that. But what started happening, which was amazing, was random people would find me. And sometimes it was because I wanted to learn how to make it better, my experience, my commentary and stuff better. And I wanted feedback from people I didn't know, so I did a couple of things in Steam forums. I did an Amnesia one, I think a To the Moon one, and a Walking Dead one, and possibly Dead Space when I started that. Just saying, hey, can you guys give me feedback? And that's all it was, not like, oh, subscribe to me. No, it was never like that. It was just like trying to improve the experience and what people outside, because you know how like you get your friends and they say, oh, that looks cool, but really it's not. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that my friends want those sorts of people. I wanted honest feedback. So, and that's how I met a few of you guys, only a few. So that was in the early days when I only had like 20 subscribers. So where am I going with this? So, yeah, so that's how that all sort of started happening, and that's how things started getting better. Now, this is where the adventure starts to begin. I did one for The Walking Dead where on Steam saying, oh, you know, check me out, this is me, you know, can you give me some feedback, just feedback. And the feedback that I got, and the reason why I don't do this sort of shit anymore, is I got a lot of people calling me fat, and that I'm like the size of a whale, and all this sort of thing. And one of you guys are actually my subscribers now. He called me chubby. Which apparently is supposed to be a nice thing. No, but we're totally cool now. We're friends. Love you, Jupe. And yeah, so from that Steam forum, from that one Steam forum for The Walking Dead, what happened then was, unbeknown to me, I didn't know any of this was happening for quite some time. Apparently, one of the moderators from the Telltale forums who told me all about, who told me the story after a subscriber told me about this. So some German fella basically found my Steam forum, and he created a thread on the Telltale Games forums saying, hey, this is my girlfriend, okay? People have been calling her fat. She's not fat. She's really nice, and can you please check her out on her channel? And he gave the link to my channel. All of a sudden, I had all these new subscribers, and they never told me where I was from. Anyway, I think it was YouTube that actually told me about this forum, that there was a forum about me and my boyfriend, because he asked, like, you know, did your boyfriend post on this forum? I'm thinking to myself, no. And I went over to Matthew, and I was like, Matthew, have you been posting on Walking Dead forums? And he's like, The Walking what? Because he didn't know what The Walking Dead was. So I go onto this forum, and here I am having this really surreal experience, because for ages these people had been typing really, really, really nice things about me. I was just like, okay. She's like, and they're like, oh, she's an awesome Let's Play, like, I'm having a lot of fun with her, and she's like really into the game and stuff like that. And I didn't know any of this was happening. So I created an account on there, and I said, sorry, well, this guy that stated that was my boyfriend, he's actually not my boyfriend. I don't actually know who he is. I still don't know to this day. He's actually banned from the forums. His account's been deleted and all that sort of thing. I only found out that he was German because one of the moderators got back to me about him and thanked me for clearing up the thing, like giving the true facts. But yeah, so that's how it started really snowballing from that. I was just like, oh my god, you know, it's really weird, people talking about you without you knowing. And it's happened a few times now. Like, we countlessly get featured in, not like that, not forums just by me, but we've been mentioned in like best Let's Players forums and all that sort of thing. And that's kind of weird, because it's just I think every Let's Player is different and unique, and there's reasons why people like certain Let's Players. I don't know. I just do what I do. And if people like it, then yay. But if people hate it, then I don't care. I just play the games for you guys. Anyway, so because of all the attention that I got from that, I guess, the next big thing was I got a comment on my latest Walking Dead clip, you know, the final episode of episode 5 and everything. And it was, oh, goodness me. It was a day where I lost my mind. I totally lost my mind. And it was back in the day when YouTube actually sent me comments, sent me an email every time someone commented on my clip. They don't do that anymore. I don't get to see every single comment now. So I'm sorry if I don't get back to you guys sooner than I should. But yeah, this guy was just like, hey, you're awesome. You know, I found you from DICE 2013. I didn't know what the hell DICE was. And I'll leave a link in the description below so then you guys can see it, because it's pretty amazing because of some of the people that, you know, were featured alongside. And Matthew was playing DayZ over there with his mates. He was on TeamSpeak with his mates over there. I started watching it. And what DICE 2000, we were featured in the Telltale Games keynote speech by the CEO Dan Connors of Telltale Games. And they played our last clip of, just section of it where I'm crying with Clem and Lee, and it's just like, ah! But you need to see it, and, okay, I want to make the tears. I just started bursting into tears because I was hyperventilating. I was having a panic attack. I was just like, what the fuck? And I was like, Matthew! And he's like, just hang on a minute. Oh, guys, we gotta shoot this bandit. Matthew, get off the fucking... You need to see this. And he's just like, oh, shit. And I'm like, damn. And so I had to actually Google, you know, what DICE was. And so... that was really, really surreal for me. It was, God, it was absolutely crazy. I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it to this day. It's just nuts. It really is. Like, they didn't even notify me about it. Anyway, so from there, I got an email from one of the advertisers or whatever from Telltale Games, and she emailed me basically saying, would you like to be featured in an article? We would like to feature in an article. So I had to sign a contract basically saying that they're allowed to use my footage in it. And so a few weeks later we were featured in on GameSpot.com, where it was about the Telltale Games and episodic gaming, and again I'll link it in the description for that article. And basically the first paragraph was me, swearing at Telltale Games because I told them to F off, and then I said I didn't mean it when I said that. So yeah, because they actually commented that on the last clip of The Walking Dead. So it's just like, oh my god. It's just been absolutely amazing. And then from there, we've been featured on Dead Island page on Facebook. The guy there has just been absolutely amazing. He's such an awesome guy, and he's a game developer as well. So I really hope that he takes off, because some of the ideas that he's got is pretty cool, and he's an awesome dude. From there, it's been an absolute roller coaster, and the people that I'm meeting, well, you guys have been absolutely awesome, and I'm having so much fun with it. And it's never been anything more than just a hobby for me, a really expensive hobby, might add, because there was a time early on this year, before all this happened, I had to make the tough decision, did I want to keep doing this? Did I want to keep doing this? Or just give up? Because basically the computer that I had before wasn't handling it. We've done over 300 uploads now in just, 9 months? That's a lot of uploads, especially for an Australian. Because the internet here is shit. We have 500 kilobit upload. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, point being is, is that my computer just wasn't able to handle it anymore, and to buy a new computer, which I ended up doing, was going to cost me $2,000+, and easily on this setup, we've probably spent, $3-4 grand this whole thing easily, because I like to do game giveaways as well. So if you're part of my Steam, you might randomly get a game gift. I just go through the sales, buy a couple of games and then just check through the wish lists, and I send games. So it's easy to rack up the dollars when it happens, but that's because I really enjoy what I'm doing, and I really enjoy meeting new people. And especially when I send games to people who I know can't typically afford games, or they're really passionate about this one but they just can't quite get it, when I send them the game, the messages I get back are just total, they're so ecstatic, and it's really nothing, guys. It's what I do in general. I've always put my friends first, even when I have no money. Like, I've got a massive debt because of this, which I'm currently paying for in a lot of interest fees. But I'll continue to do that because this is something that I love doing, and especially with the charity vlogs, I think the community is just absolutely amazing, and particularly like with the live streams that we've been doing are just hilarious. They're really so funny, especially that joke with Ellie in The Last of Us. Oh my god, get it? Because 12 inches make a foot. Oh, I gotta. That was like the best joke in the whole wide world. Basically, what I say is that I'll continue to put the hard yards in with this because it's just the best fun. I'm making so many awesome friends. That's what I love about this, is that the only people that find this channel are people that are genuinely interested in these sorts of games that we're playing at the moment, and all that sort of thing. And the feedback that you guys give me is much, much appreciated. Thank you. I love looking forward to your comments and things, and I love seeing, particularly with The Last of Us, that's obviously had the most support, and you guys have been so awesome. Like, every clip has just about had 30 likes. I mean, it'd be nice to have that on all of the clips, don't get me wrong, but I really can't thank you enough, guys. It's crazy. And a lot of you are like, oh, you're awesome and everything like that. I love what you do and keep going and everything. And when I message you back, you guys are like, oh my fucking god, a YouTuber messaged me back. Guys, you're my friend. You're my friend. Why wouldn't I message you back? I hope that, a lot of you say that you want us to grow really big and all that sort of thing. And yes, that would be fantastic for it to be like that. But at the same time, I'm really happy with the way that things are going, because I love chatting to you guys one-on-one, and I want to be able to keep messaging you back. It's getting a bit slower lately. It's taking a few days to get back to most people, but it's more of a personal thing for me to get back to you guys. And especially if you have me on Facebook and Twitter, it's much easier than on YouTube. YouTube is really dodgy in making sure that I get notifications for each comment that they send, or even mails and stuff like that. It's just really dodgy. So if you add me on Facebook and Twitter, thank you guys so much, because I really like talking to you on there. So if you want to send me a message anytime, feel free to do that. So yeah, I think that's about it. Comment below on games that you'd like me to play in the future. I won't be able to play, honestly, other games for a while now, because I'm going to start Fear. I'm going to start Dead Space 2. And I'm going to start Black Mesa, because apparently I'm not a gamer until I play Black Mesa. And just for a note, I don't consider myself as a gamer. I suppose I am, but it's only because of you guys that I do it, because I don't game in my free time. I watch stuff on Ellen DeGeneres. That's the other thing. Who do I watch on YouTube? I don't watch anyone, honestly, because that's not my thing. I just upload. But I like watching Ellen DeGeneres or Graham Norton. They're kind of funny. And random kitty cat clips. Yeah, I watch it, but I do spend a lot of time watching not gameplay footage, but trailers, like the latest games. You know, one of you want me to play Outlast. I don't know if I'm going to play Outlast. That looks butt shit scary. I don't think I can handle that stuff. But that's the kind of person I am. I'm willing to go outside the my comfort zone, because that's the best fun about this, and the reason why, like, finishing Amnesia was so damn good. It was so damn good to finish Amnesia, and so I'm more than happy to play a game that would definitely put me outside my comfort zone, like Cry of Fear. Cry of Fear is just ridiculous. I don't like it. And Alan Wake, oh my god. I really suggest, if you haven't already, just check out my other, playthroughs, particularly Alan Wake. That's a lot of jump scares in that one, and Cry of Fear. That's another reason why some of these games take a bit longer to upload, because I'm such a scaredy cat. I really am. And because of this, I actually have a colleague at work that keeps scaring me. He just suddenly appears around the corner and goes, boom! And I crap myself, because he knows what I do, and he just finds it his mission to scare the shit out of me, the prick. I'm gonna have to end it there, guys, because I feel like I'm a lunatic talking for the last half an hour, just about. But I like talking to you, even though I'm not talking to you, but this is just a great way of talking to you. I'd like to thank you all so much for all your support, and I really like your company. I really am enjoying the live streams. I'm gonna edit this right now, do a live stream, which will probably be over by now because this won't be uploaded until the next day. If you haven't already, I always leave, or I try to, when I get time, to leave in the description, links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch TV page. Be sure to add me on those if you want to feel more of the community. You get to hear about our dragon insurance policy, which is an absolute must in this day and age. You need dragon insurance. You get to meet Mr. Chair, or Ms. Chair. I think it's got to be a unisex chair. I don't know, there's something about the chair and the peeping mic. Get it? Peeping mic, because he's peeping into the screen. Yeah, there's something going on with the guys in the chat, and they have some sort of chemistry, these two. They're always having a stare off when I leave to get a drink. Also, Henry over there, as you will know him by now, he was featured in our RPN Spotlight. Really cool dude. He's also featured in the live streams, obviously. I just can't say enough. I'm having a wow of a time with all this. I'm trying not to cry right now. It's really hard. I'm so emotional. Damn it! But that's because I really feel good about this. I don't care. I am so tired right now, but there's just nothing that stops this smile. Nothing stops this smile these days. I haven't been so happy in such a long time. It's great, and it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I hope to see you again soon. Please comment below, because I love writing back to you. I'm sorry if it's going to take a while. But I really love hearing from you guys. I really do. So take care. Thank you again, RPM Network. Thank you so much, guys. Check it out. Give it a like. And please comment below on your support for them, and say thank you to them, because really, thank you. And I'll see you guys again soon. Catch you later, guys. Bye.